Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and I love indie makeup, especially shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadows. And today I'm going to be talking about some very shiny and some shifty eyeshadows. There's going to be lots of new stuff launching from Sugar Drizzle Polish, and I have two palettes to talk about from them. I have some other things, but those will be dedicated videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new Butterfly palette, as well as their mini Mermaid Glow Cube palette. And they did give these to me, so thank you so much to Sugar Drizzle for sending me these two palettes. And so let's first talk about the Butterfly palette. This is what the inside color story looks like. We have three mattes, so similar to the Frosty Flamingo palette that they've previously launched. We've got a couple of different textures of shimmer shadows. There's these four that are a little bit not on the chunky side, but they're not as smooth compared to these two shades, which are black based multi-chromes, and these are very, very smooth and metallic, so they're just a little bit different texture from some of these others. But I think this is a really nice variety of shades. Definitely makes me think of butterflies, especially because of this multi-chrome down here. It is a gorgeous green to blue shift. So next, let's talk about this mini Glow Cube palette. They do have a similar palette like this, but it has different shades in it. These are just really beautiful topper-like shadows. I love that they're smaller pans. You can really use these as highlighters, as inner corner highlights. You could also layer these over black or colorful eyeshadows. I don't have time to do a dedicated video on just this palette, so I thought I would pair these two together. So I did dip into this palette for my inner corner highlight if you're interested to see how this looks on the inner corner. And I do have an affiliate code with Sugar Drizzle. It is Millie10, so you can save 10% off if you're interested in any of these two palettes. And these are launching on the 22nd, so Saturday. I will put all the details down in the description box. So let's get right into the swatch comparisons, the 3 tutorials, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts at the end of the video. So here's the comparison between On My Wings from the Butterfly palette versus I Gnome You from the Gnome Chrome Halloween palette. I thought that these could be similar, but they're actually pretty different. The shift is not the same. First up, swatches, we have Flawed from the Sugar Drizzle palette, and below it is Spire from Clionadh and Thermosphere from Devinah. And these are the only shades I could find that were somewhat similar, but they're just a little bit different in the tone and the shift, but I think similar enough. I think if anything, the shift is not as strong. And also you can see it is less shiny than Clionadh. Next up is On My Wings all the way at the top, then Trefoil from Clionadh, Seaweed from JD Glow, Exosphere from Devinah, and last but not least, Leprechaun's Vault from Touch of Glam Beauty. These are all pretty much similar. I think that Seaweed, Exosphere, and Leprechaun's Vault are the least similar. You can just see tone-wise they're a bit different. They're more of a grassy green. But Trefoil does look like a almost completely dead-on dupe, and the shift is almost exactly the same. It is shinier though. I think you can tell from the swatches that Trefoil looks really, really shiny. And lastly, I did just want to throw this in here. At the top is Butterfly from the Sugar Drizzle palette, and below that is Big Bang from Terra. I felt like these were a little bit similar, and they definitely are, but the shift in Big Bang is more obvious, and the shade is just a little bit lighter in terms of the base, but they are kind of similar. Priming with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer. Going in with Embrace right in my crease. Blending it out. Definitely think I want to build that up more. Going back in and packing on more, and then I'm gonna blend it out. Then going in with Magical in the outer corner. I feel like it's just a little bit deeper than the other green. Go back in to blend this out. Going in with the Fahrenheit Pixie Epoxy, putting it pretty much all over the lid. I do like to tap it out just to make sure I didn't put too much on. Picked up On My Wings, which is the multi-chrome. Just gonna put that on top. I'm gonna take it into my crease, but I'm trying not to get any harsh edges, just kind of smooth it out. Just going in with a little bit more. That looks really beautiful and shiny. I'm gonna go in with my pinky. I do like to do this with multi-chrome sometimes. I just like to top them off. Oh yeah. I do think that that helped just a little bit more. Really, really beautiful. I'm gonna finish this off with Magical right under my lower lash line. And then going in with Embrace right next to that. And then for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the Mini Mermaid Glow Cube palette. These are so beautiful. They're definitely more on the sheer side. They feel really finely milled. So I'm going to go in with this shade down here, which is basically like a bluish green. And I'm going to just lightly mist my brush since it is so finely milled. And that's going to be my inner corner highlight. That is super cute. I'm just going to layer on a little bit more. Oh, I love that. And I'm going to actually bring it up a little bit. Just kind of map it out here. I thought that would be nice to brighten it up in this section. And then in the waterline, I'm going to use the Moonbeam Multichrome liner. This is like my favorite color, probably one of the favorite colors from the multichrome liners that they have, because it is so bright. I put on the Huda Beauty Randy lashes, and here's the first finished look. Second look, I'm priming with the Natasha Denona Shadow Primer again. I'm gonna go in with the shade Beautiful. And that is the only purple shade, and I do want to use a purple shadow with a blue, so I'm just gonna use this shade. And I'm basically going to blend it right in the crease, as well as the outer corner, and then I'm gonna bring it under my lower lash line. So I'm just packing on a little bit more. I'm just trying to really blow this out. And I am gonna do a little fake half cut crease situation. And then taking it on my outer corner and then bringing it under my lower lash line. Going in with the Fair & Pixie Epoxy, I'm gonna map out a half cut crease. And again, tapping it out. I picked up Quirky and it looks like it's a little bit on the flaky side. Oh my god. So worth it though. It is so beautiful. I'm gonna take it closest to my lash line and I'm gonna take it all the way into the outer corner and just kind of blend it out there. Next, picked up Unique, and also this one is a little flaky. I think you can see that on the brush. And I'm gonna put that right above it. Just blend it downwards. I definitely feel some fallout. I recommend using these two shades before you do your foundation. Just gonna go in with a little bit more right here. And again, just blend it out in the outer corner. And again, I'm gonna grab this little palette and I'm gonna go in with this purple right here. Lightly mist it, just lightly, just the end of the mist, not like completely soaking it. And I'm gonna use that as the inner corner highlight. I think the shade matches the lid shade really nicely. And then taking the multi-chrome liner in Hello Babe, putting that right into my waterline. To finish off the look, I put on the Huda Beauty Randy lashes and use a second finished look. And for the third look, I'm priming with the Natasha Denona Shadow Primer. I'm gonna do another green look, going in with Embrace straight into the crease. I'm just really going to be blowing this out. So I'm taking it all the way around. I'm going to do a halo eye. And then going in with Magical on the inner lid. And the outer lid. And then I'm just going to blend that outwards. Then I'm taking Magical under my lower lash line. Also going to take it on the inner lower lash line. I'm taking Butterfly. I'm going to put it right in the outer edge where I put that darker shade, and then I'm going to do that same thing. I'm just layering it over the green pretty much, but I'm leaving a little spot in the center blank. Picked up Emotions on my pinky, and that's going to go right in the center. Just kind of swiping it on so it blends in with the green. This really packs a punch. Oh my goodness. It's got a lot of pigmentation to it. Do have some fallout. And I'm also going to take Emotions under my lower lash line. Right in the center. And then for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this yellow in this mini cube palette. And I'm just going to pop that right on the inner corner. I love how that looks layered over the green. It just really pops. To finish off the look, I put on the Ardell 522 lashes. And in the waterline, I have the Hello Babe Sugar Drizzle Multi-Chrome Liner. And here's the finished look. So first I'm going to talk about the mini cube palette. I think this palette is such a little cutie, and I love the variety of shades in here. They're truly really beautiful. They're almost iridescent once you swatch them and you apply them. They do just have a little bit more color to them than your typical iridescent multi-chrome. I don't think that these are multi-chromes, but they do have a shift to them for sure, and I think that will especially get brought out if you put these over some sort of a black base or a darker colorful matte eyeshadow. Really enjoyed this one, and these do feel super finely milled. They feel very soft to the touch, and because of that texture, I am really excited to try these out on the cheeks. So onto the butterfly palette. I did just want to make a comment on this packaging because I do prefer some of their other packaging covers. I feel like they're a little bit more unique, while this one feels just a little bit more stockish to me. But you know, that's just personal preference. I am a graphic designer, so it is just something that I do notice. So let's talk about the inside. I love the color story. It definitely reminds me of a butterfly. I love that there's 3 mattes in this palette. The only con I have with this palette is that magical. I wish it was just a little bit darker of a deeper green to really help deepen up, especially this bright green. The shimmers, as always, really pack a punch, and I'm super excited about the shifty shades in here, especially because of the price tag. I do prefer to use my finger with these kinds of shades. They just pick up really nicely, they put down really nicely with a finger, and I just really feel like I can get the most out of them. I think Sugar Drizzle is really onto something with these cute little just color stories in a 9-pan format. I love it. It's just like a cute little 9-pan with some special shades and some matte eyeshadows. And stay tuned for Friday's video because I will be doing 4 looks with their new shades of their liquid multi-chrome eyeshadows. I'm really excited, so let me know in the comments below what you think of the 2 palettes that I used in this video. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup content up already on my channel and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.